clay runs deep, where my granddaddy worked the land and never lost a wink of sleep. Got a rusty Chevrolet sitting in the yard. She don't run no more, but she holds 1,000 memories from 1974. Mama's voice still echoes through that old screen door at night, telling me to chase my dreams but never lose sight of what's right. And the sun beats down on this two-lane town where everybody knows your name, but I got this fire burning inside of me and I can't keep living the same. I'm running down these back roads and broken fences, kicking up dust with no consequences. Got my freedom in my pocket and the devil on my heels. The southern soul ain't never gonna kneel. Yeah, I'm wild as the wind through the Georgia pines, living hard on borrowed time. There's a girl I knew who had honey in her hair and lightning in her eyes. She said, boy, you better leave this place before your spirit dies. We spent our summers by the river, making plans we'd never keep. Now she's got a family and I still can't sleep. I drive these empty highways with the radio turned up loud, singing songs about the life I left behind me in that crowd. Yeah, the whiskey burns and the lessons learned keep calling me back home, but I got these wheels beneath me now and this highway's all I've known. I'm running down these back roads and broken fences, kicking up dust with no consequences. Got my freedom in my pocket and the devil on my heels. The southern soul ain't never gonna kneel. Yeah, I'm wild as the wind through the Georgia pines, living hard on borrowed Maybe someday I'll find my way back to that red dirt road, lay down all this weight I carry, put down this heavy load. But tonight I'm chasing stars across the Mason-Dixon line, with nothing but my regrets and this restless heart of mine. I'm running down these back roads and broken fences, kicking up dust with no consequences. Got my freedom in my pocket and the devil on my heels. The southern soul crowd shouting, the night kicks in. I was born in a storm down a red clay line, thunder rolling through my veins. Mama said, boy, you got fire inside, it's a blessing and a change. Daddy left with a Bible and a busted truck somewhere past Carolina. And I learned young that heaven and trouble can share the same thin spine. I got scars on both my knuckles and a song I can't forget, from the nights I danced with the devil and smiled through the sweat. Every Sunday preacher calls me out, says, son, don't start again. But temptation wears perfume and drives a 69 Cheyenne. And I hear that choir calling, but my wheels keep spinning thin. 'Cause redemption's for tomorrow, tonight's my original sin. I'm a sinner on the highway, rolling fast and free, whiskey on my breath and the Lord behind me. Can't wash away what's burned within. I'm baptized once in original sin. Yeah, baptized once in original sin. Got a half-empty flask and a full moon grin reflecting in my rearview glass. Every mile another prayer I meant to keep, but let it pass. Met a woman out in Jackson, she could read me like a song. Said, baby, love ain't holy when you're always gone. Now a shadow rides beside me, whispering through the wind. She said, freedom's just a cage you build to keep your demons in. So I chase that line from dusk to dawn till the stars all disappear. A ghost beneath the street light, humming truths I don't wanna hear. And I ain't asking for redemption, I ain't begging to begin. Just let me burn a little brighter in my original sin. I'm a sinner on the highway, rolling fast and free, whiskey on my breath and the Lord behind me. Can't wash away what's burned within. I'm baptized once in original sin. Oh, in original sin. Yeah, every scar I carry's where salvation's one thing. But I'd rather ride forever in original sin. Maybe there's peace beyond that pinewood sky. Maybe angels ride Harleys and don't ask why. If the road to hell's got a motel sign, save me a room, I'm paying in time. Original sin, it's where I've been. Still rolling, still burning. Original sin. and the sun in my teeth. Been riding since dawn through the cactus heat. Got a map that's torn and a tank half dry. A Marlboro burning while the vultures fly. El Rancho waits down a long dirt bend where the jukebox dies before it hits the end. Old Miguel pours shots of fire and gin, says every soul in here came looking for sin. Cards on the bar, smoke in the light, the kind of place where day forgets a night. A waitress humming songs you'll never know. Her eyes say stay, but the highway says go. And the desert hums like a steel string line, calling me back every time. Down at El Rancho, where the angels don't come. Whiskey for the broken, tequila for the dumb. If you lost your way, brother, pull right in. We baptize the weary in dust and sin. Yeah, El Rancho, it's the start and the end, where the road falls over and time won't bend. Lightning splits a mesa, sky bleeds gold. Stories get louder the later they're told. Met a drifter named Rosa with a scar on her chin. Said her daddy was a preacher till the bottle won again. She laughed like thunder, cried like rain. Said ain't no graves without some pain. We dance on creek and boys till the morning burn. Ever spent a promise that would never return. Now a perfume stuck in my denim sleeve, and I can't decide to stay or leave. The neon flicker feels holy somehow. Guess every devil learns to bow. Down at El Rancho, where the angels don't come. Whiskey for the broken, tequila for the dumb. If you lost your way, brother, pull right in. We baptize the weary in dust and sin. Yeah, El Rancho is the start and the end, where the road falls over and time won't bend. Some friends, maybe salvation's just a Sunday lie. Here in El Rancho we're too out to die. Someday I might cross that borderline, find peace in a bottle of grace and time. But till that moon turns pale and thin, you'll find me riding where the night begins. Oh, oh, El Rancho, still burning in my skin. Oh, El Rancho, where it all begins. Oh, El Rancho. Some folks gotta learn the hard way. can dust all the floor. Your perfume hit like a shot of Jim Beam, left me begging for more. But baby, you play with fire, and fire it bites back hard. You think you own this town, darling, but you're just a broken car. You strut around like you're bulletproof, but the truth's gonna catch up soon. Well, I've seen you burn before, watched your flame turn blue. You rise up high like a summer storm, then melt right through the dew. So light that match one more time, let the whole world see. I've been here when ashes fall, yeah. Yeah, I'll see you burn. You're chasing neon like it owes you something, but baby, it just laughs and flees. And when the lights come up tomorrow, there won't be nothing left of me. You think love's just a game to win, but karma plays for keeps. Well, I've seen you burn before, watch your flame turn gold. You shine so bright, you blind them all, but the dark keeps light so cold. So strike that match one more time, let the whole world see. I've been here when ashes fall, yeah. Yeah, I'll see you burn, yeah. One day you wake up in a strange motel, sheets soaked in someone else's dream. You look in the mirror, not recognize the girl in that reflection gleam. No more crowds, no more cameras, just silence and the sting. And when the sheriff finds your number, he won't even know your name. The fuse is lit, the powder's dry, you just don't know it yet. Well, I've seen you burn before, watched your flame turn black. You played with hearts like they were toys, but now there's no turning back. So light that match one last time, let the whole damn world see. I've been here when ashes fall, yeah. Yeah, I'll see you burn. Yeah, you built your castle out of gasoline. And baby, I just brought the match. she's got that red flame shimmering in her eyes. Sweet temptation in a cherry surprise. I met her down in Jackson on a Saturday night. Left the boots shining in the neon light. Long hair waving like a wildfire dream. Sugar and danger in the same damn stream. She said, boy, don't talk, just take my hand. A smile could break the strongest man. Every word she spoke was sweet and sly. That southern honey, my cherry surprise. She's a shot of whiskey, wild and free. Won't you taste her? You'll never leave. Cherry surprise, you burn me slow, like a back road fire with nowhere to go. Cherry surprise, you steal my breath. Sweetest sin I've ever met. Sun came up, but I stayed blind. Lost my heart, but I didn't mind. Long roads calling, but I can't let go. Red lips haunt me wherever I go. She's the heat that cuts through my veins. A wild storm I can't contain. She kissed me once and I realized there's no escaping. Cherry surprise. She's the reason I can't sleep. A secret I can't keep. Cherry surprise, you burn me slow, like a back road fire with nowhere to go. Cherry surprise, you steal my breath. Sweetest sin I've ever met. She's my heaven and my fall, my everything, my all in all. Cherry surprise, under that southern sky. You're the reason I can't say goodbye. Well, I left Mobile on a Tuesday morning. Sun was barely breaking through the pine. Had my daddy's Gibson in the backseat, and mama's tears still burning in my mind. She said, boy, you chase those dreams out westward, but don't forget where you were born. Now I'm staring at these city lights and concrete, wishing I was back where the cotton grows warm. There's a river down in Clark County where the catfish bite and the current runs slow. got tired of waiting on goodbye. I still remember that summer we went skinny dipping down where the Coosa meets the Tallapoosa Bend. Now I'm pouring whiskey in a stranger's kitchen, wondering if I'll ever see her again. They got palm trees here in California, and the ocean stretching out as far as you can see. But it ain't got the thunder of an August storm coming, or the smell of magnolias blowing through the trees. I can taste that pecan pie she used to bake me, feel the porch swing swaying in the breeze. All this golden glory couldn't shake me from the red dirt running through my veins like disease. Yeah, sleep in Alabama, you're haunting my soul tonight with your red clay roads and your firefly show dancing in the pale moonlight. I've been running from your memory, but you won't let me go. Sleep in Alabama, you're the only home I'll ever know. Maybe someday I'll drive back down Highway 65, pull into that gravel driveway, see if the old place survive. Trade these neon dreams for kudzu vines and find the part of me I left behind. Sleep in Alabama, I'm coming home to you, where the sweet tea's cold and the people are true. Sleep in Alabama, keep my place, I'll be there soon. Back in your embrace. There's a crossroads down in Macon where the Spanish moss hangs low, where the asphalt meets the red dirt and the Ocmulgee rivers flow. I was hitching through at midnight with nothing but my soul to trade, when a stranger in a black suit stepped out from the shade. He said, boy, I've been watching you struggle, seen you fight and seen you fall. I can give you fame and fortune, give you everything and all. His eyes were burning embers and his smile was cold as stone. He said, sign right here in crimson and you'll never be alone. But my mama raised me better, The devil went down to Georgia, looking for a soul to steal. But this southern boy ain't falling for that dirty deal. I got Jesus on my shoulder and my daddy's stubborn pride. The devil went down to Georgia, but I ain't going for that ride. Well, he followed me to Savannah, then on up the Chattanooga County line. Whispered promises of whiskey, women, and the finest wine. Said I'll make you richer than the Atlanta bankers, more famous than the king. Just give me what I'm asking and you can have everything. But I thought about my granddaddy preaching on a Sunday morning, warning us to sin. How the tempter comes in fancy packages, tries to worm his way on in. So I picked up my guitar and I played a righteous song, something about salvation and where my soul belongs. He was screaming, he was cursing as the morning sun broke through. Said, you think you've won this battle, boy, but I ain't done with you. I said, take your lies back down to hell where they belong. And I kept on playing that redemption song. The devil went down to Georgia, looking for a soul to steal. But this southern boy ain't falling for that dirty deal. I got Jesus on my shoulder and my daddy's stubborn pride. The devil went down to Georgia, but I ain't going for that at the state line, breathing in that Georgia air. The devil's gone back to the darkness, vanished like he was never there. But I know he's always waiting for the weak and weary soul. So I'll keep my faith beside me as I'm traveling down these roads. The devil went down to Georgia, but he left empty-handed tonight. This southern soul's protected by the good Lord's holy light. Yeah, the devil went down to Georgia, but he couldn't take me down. I'm still standing in the peach state on this hollow southern ground. The devil went down to Georgia, looking for a soul to steal. But this southern boy ain't falling for that dirty deal. I got Jesus on my shoulder and my daddy's stubborn pride. The devil went down to Georgia, but I ain't going for that I was born under the cotton white sky of Tuscaloosa. Morning smelled of sweet tea and the river's roar. Mama's lullabies were a southern promise. Dad's truck roared out of the city, a rock and roll scored. I walked the same cracked sidewalks where we traded dreams, chasing high school glory, chasing the sun in the seams. The city lights called like a neon choir, but I kept dusty old country fire. You hear that midnight whistle, the freight train's distant hum. You feel the pulse of the town, a heartbeat that won't be numb. In every bar of the city, I hear the same old rhyme. Don't forget where you came from, kid. Keep that heart in line. You got that right, baby. Keep that fire burning bright. With a little grit, a little soul, a little southern pride. You got that rhythm. Feel the groove in your bones. You got that right. And it's a love that never roams. I took the highway out of Alabama to the midnight town, where the guitars bleed and the bass drums pound. The night was thick with thunder in the city's sweet perfume, yet my feet kept tripping back to the sweet, sweet summer moon. The city's lights are bright, but they can't replace the stars. That old church bell still rings in my head from afar. I've heard the whispers of the old folks that say your heart's made of steel, but your soul's a southern suede. I see the reflection in the neon. A stranger on the street says you're lost without your roots. You can't get your beat. I hold my guitar tight, a little love, a little fight, because I know that this rhythm is the only truth that's right. You got that right, oh you got that right. Keep your soul alive in a world full of steely cars. Let your heart survive. You got that spark, that fire, the heat that never stops. You got that southern swagger. It's a secret that you've got. You can bring the thunder, bring the storm, let the highway flash, but I'm holding on to the porch swing, that old memory's ash. You'll never break the spirit that was born of dirt and pride. You can try to sell me, but I'll stay where the river rides. You got that right, baby. Keep that fire burning bright. From the cotton fields to the neon nights, you know your soul is right. were the kind that lift your soul. And the kids we played with had a dream we could feel. We'd lay out in the dirt and dream of a future on a dusty stage that could play our own song. The highway was a promise, a place to leave it all. But I held tight to the memory of that old porch swing. Every sunrise, a fresh shot of whiskey. Every sunset, a promise that it's not just a trick. The city lights may glitter, but the soul stays real. You gotta keep that fire from a southern field. Tin Man, you got that iron heart beating. Tin Man, keep that stubborn soul alive. Your hands are forged from the steel of the South. You're the king of this road, no need to ask why. I walked out the back door with a guitar strapped to my chest. The echo of the church bell was the beat of my heart. I met a stranger on a moonlit highway. He whispered about the world where the city never stops. But I was a man made of wood and love. I couldn't be sold on a silver line. The rhythm of my roots was a compass, guiding me through this desert of design. The streets were loud and the city was cold. The wind was a question in the middle of night. But I'm here to tell you that I won't back down. I'll keep on rocking with a southern fire. Tin Man, you got that iron heart. Your chest is a drum, your hands play the arm. When the lights get low and the crowd gets loud, you're a hero in the dark, a king without a crown. Tin Man, you're a legend in the back road nights. You got the grit, you got the fire in your eyes. We'll play the blues till the sunrise, and you keep that iron soul in the line of the sky. You can spin the world and make it spin. You can pull the strings and write your sin. But a tin heart beats true in a quiet town, and the road ahead is where we're bound. Tin Man, you'll keep your iron heart forever rocking in the southern grease underneath my fingernails, but Lord, I feel alive. Stop by the house to watch we're kings. There's a girl across the dance floor with her boots and that sundress on. She's got eyes like Carolina blue and a smile that could light up the lawn. I'm working up the courage with every sip of liquid gold, thinking maybe tonight's the night that I'm finally feeling bold. The band's playing Sweet Home Alabama for the third time in a row, and everybody's singing along like it's the only song they know. My buddy's shooting pool in the back with some boys from Tupelo, and the bartender's pouring doubles 'cause he knows we ain't ready to go. The parking lot's full of pickup trucks with the tailgates hanging down. Folks are spilling out into the gravel, passing bottles all around. This is where the real folks gather when the working week is done, where the troubles of tomorrow fade beneath the southern sun. When that bass line starts to rumble and the whole damn place ignites, you know you're in the middle of something right. It's a long next Saturday night, gonna raise a little hell till dawn. With the good time girls and the working boys, we're gonna carry on. Let the music shake the rafters, let the whiskey do its thing. It's a long next Saturday night, and we're living like we're kings. Come Monday morning, I'll be hurting. That's a promise and a fact. But right now, I'm young and reckless. Ain't no looking back. 'Cause life's too short to worry about the things we can't control. So I'm gonna spend my Saturday nights feeding this hungry soul. Yeah, it's a long next Saturday night underneath these southern stars, with the music and the laughter echoing from the bars. We'll be back here next weekend, same time and same old fight, living for those long next Saturday nights. Oh, living for those long next Saturday nights. powertrain. The smell of fresh diesel and the road that's always clean. Mama's porch light flickered like a lighthouse in the dark. I'd hear that guitar play a melody that pulled my heart. I left for Memphis on a Friday, chasing a one-shot chance. But every town I passed felt just a little more romance. The neon signs in the rear view were a call to keep it real. And the night was my playground where I'd make that wheel turn still. You can buy a fancy light, a brand new shiny ride, but there's a quiet power in the rust that won't hide. When that bass line drops heavy as a freight train, you feel that diesel heart burning through the strain. Got a diesel heart in a southern soul, pumping out through the veins, letting rock roll. This is the road where we're all born to play. A diesel heart keeping us alive every day. The next stop was a bar in mile marker 7. The jukebox hummed a tune that made the whole room lean. I met a girl with a cigarette and a smirk that said, "You've got that rhythm, but do you want that freight train?" We danced like the city was just a distant memory. She laughed, "You're a trucker's dream, let's write some history." The night got louder with the sound of the steel and fire. My diesel heart thumped louder with every new desire. The city lights may glitter, but the road is where we're found. It's the dirt under our boots that's truly profound. The thunder of the engine, the beat of the night's drum. In the rear view we see a world where nothing's gone. You feel that diesel heart, it's a rhythm that won't quit. It's a spark inside that's been burning since we first lit. Every mile marker is a story, every turn a brand new part. Our lives are written in the echo of a guitar's heart. You can try to slow it down with a city slicker's call, but that diesel heart won't stop when the sirens start to fall. We're living on the road on a midnight southern track with a diesel heart that keeps on going, no turning back. No turning back. When the highway runs out of fuel and the stars run low, we'll keep the music playing, let the memories flow. There's a fire inside that never runs out of light. It's a diesel heart that keeps us burning through the night. Diesel heart, keep on rolling, let the engine breathe. We're a southern band born to play, no one can leave. chip on my shoulder and a fire that I couldn't control. Daddy left us when I was just a boy, so I grew up way too fast. Mama worked 2 jobs to keep us fed, said, son, this trouble's gonna pass. Cypress Avenue, drinking cheap beer in the parking lots, doing things I shouldn't do. Every night she'd wait up for me, sitting in that old rocking chair, with a Bible on her lap and her hands folded up in prayer. She said, Lord, watch over my baby, keep him safe from harm, guide him through the darkness, hold him in your arms. For a place where he belongs, but bring him home to Jesus before his time is gone. Mama's prayer was a lifeline when I was drowning in the night. Her words were like a beacon shining through my darkest fight. She never gave up on me even when I'd lost my way. Mama's prayer is what saved me, and I thank God every day. Well, the law finally caught up with me on a rainy April night. I was sitting in a county jail cell staring at the fluorescent light. Called mama from the payphone, could barely get the words out through my shame. She just said, baby, I've been praying for this moment, I'm coming just the same. She drove through that thunderstorm, showed up at sunrise with a Sunday dress on, looked me in the eyes with a love so deep, said, son, it's time to right your wrong. She posted bail with money she'd been saving for her car that wouldn't run. Took me to that little white church where I knelt before the rising sun. The preacher laid his hands on me and asked the Lord to wash away my sin. I felt my mama's prayer surround me like a holy healing wind. She said, thank you, Lord, for hearing me, for never letting go, for turning stone to flesh again, for letting mercy flow. My boy was dead, but now he's living. He was blind, but now can see. Thank you, Jesus, for this miracle you've given back to me. Mama's prayer was a lifeline when I was drowning in the night. Her words were like a beacon shining through my darkest fight. She never gave up on me even when I lost my way. Mama's prayer is what saved me, and I thank God every day. Yeah, she stood between me and the devil, never letting him win. Her faith was like a fortress, keeping out the storm within. Every tear she cried, every sleepless night she faced, was a seed of redemption planted by amazing grace. Now I've got a family of my own, 2 kids and a loving wife. And every night before they sleep, I teach them how to live this life. I tell them about their grandma, how she fought down on her knees, how her prayers moved mountains and brought a sinner back to peace. Mama's prayer still echoes in the chambers of my heart. It's the reason I'm still standing, why I got a brand new start. So if you've got a mama praying somewhere out there tonight, don't you take it for granted, 'cause that prayer's your guiding light. just like it rescued me. It's the strongest force on earth, and it will set your spirit free. That golden light cuts through the haze. She walks in slow, the whole world sways. Down by the river where the cottonwoods grow, I saw her dancing in the evening glow. Barefoot smile and a reckless grin. Sunshine girl, where have you been? The whiskey burns, but her touch is kind. She's the reason I don't lose my mind. Every heartbreak melts away when she laughs the night into day. She's fire and rain rolled into one. When she's near, I'm overcome. Chase the miles through dust and heat, but her sweet voice makes my heart skip a beat. Long nights driving down an open road, her memory's the only home I've known. She's wild thunder in a southern storm. Her touch is sweet, her heart is warm. Even when the world feels cold, her light turns silver into gold. Every time I lose my way, her golden glow pulls me to stay. Sunshine girl, you light my soul on fire. Sunshine girl, your love's the fuel that lifts me higher. Sunshine girl, you light my soul on fire. Sunshine girl, your love's the fuel that lifts me higher. Through every storm, through every fight, she's the dawn that breaks the night. Sunshine girl, you're my endless sky. Your love will never die. die.